Yvonne Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 2125, The Ultimate Sacrifice. Today here in the United States, it is Memorial Day. I've got my little special shirt on here, my Stars and Stripes shirt. There's stripes on here somewhere. But anyway, so today we're going to be looking at the ultimate sacrifice. This is the beginning of week 5 of, we've been doing a different theme each week. And just to catch you up, week 1 we did stories we carry. Week 2 was becoming. Week 3 was about rhythm. And last week was about permission. This week is about sacrifice. And we are starting with the ultimate sacrifice today for Memorial Day. And we want to, and if you haven't yet, please take a pause throughout at some point in the rest of the day, if you haven't already, and give thanks for those who made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can have the freedoms that we have today. So moving on to the ultimate sacrifice. Okay. Part 1 of the sacrifice series. Freedom is never free. Someone pays the price so that we can live it. Not just someone, someone's. That's not a right word. There are people out there who pay the price so that we can live free today. Today we begin our week on sacrifice by pausing to remember those who gave everything. Memorial Day is more than a date on a calendar. It is a call to carry forward the legacy of courage, honor, and selflessness. And as I said, if you haven't already, please take a moment at some point to give thanks for those who made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can have the freedoms we have today. And remember and honor those. If they are family members, then please give thanks for your family members. I'm trying to remember if I've had any family members who made the ultimate sacrifice. Well, not in the US military anyway. But still, what the ultimate sacrifice teaches us, sacrifice is never just about the one who gives. It echoes through families, generations, and nations. The freedoms we enjoy are bought by blood, silence, and absence. Gratitude is not passive. It's a responsibility to live with purpose. Yeah. If you think about all of those who have fought for our freedoms that we have today, and we choose not to take advantage of those freedoms we've been given, did they give their life, did they sacrifice their life for nothing, or did they sacrifice because you now have the freedom of choice? Honoring the fallen means remembering them, not just once a year, but in how we show up each and every day. We live in the legacy of those who never came home. So what happens when we forget? We reduce sacred loss to barbecues and sales. Yeah. I will not go out on Memorial. I don't go anywhere on Memorial Day. I do not take part in any Memorial Day sales. It is just something to me because I want to honor those who made the sacrifices. I don't want to be part of the billion-dollar business that Memorial Day has become. To me, it's become too commercialized, and sometimes we forget why we actually have Memorial Day. And it is to remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice, those that came home from the wars who have since passed. It is those who have gone on before us. They've gone to the next level of existence before us, whatever you believe that next level of existence to be. So it is those that not only made the ultimate sacrifice on the battlefields, but those who came home and have since passed away. We disconnect from the cost of our comfort when we forget. We lose touch with the values that sacrifice was made for: integrity, unity, and freedom. We live as though nothing was asked of us. When they made the ultimate sacrifice, they were asking us to go on and pursue that freedom, to make the choices that we have, to pursue the freedoms that they have now provided us with through to their sacrifice. How we carry the legacy forward? By pausing to remember, not just celebrate. Yes, definitely celebrate their lives. Remember their life, celebrate their life, because while they were here for maybe a short period of time, they had an impact, not just out there in the battlefield, but also within their families as well. So by telling the stories of those who served and died, by choosing to live lives worthy of their sacrifice, by protecting the freedoms they died to secure with awareness, empathy, and action, we can pass this on to future generations by telling their stories. Who were these people who died, who made the ultimate sacrifice for us? Who were they? So why not get together your family memories and talk about these people? Yes, I know it is painful at times to remember people and talk about them. I know that from personal experience with my husband passing, but he didn't fight. So there is a bit of a difference, because you have those that were out there on the battlefield that died on the battlefields. And we're not just talking about any one war. We're talking about all of the wars that have taken place where our military has gone in there and fought, even on our home soil with the Civil War. So who in the Civil War, did you have a relative that was in the Civil War that paid the ultimate sacrifice on a battlefield somewhere in the US? Have you visited that battlefield? Have you learned more about their service? You can find out more about a lot of people's service by going to Fold3, fold3.com. And it has a lot of military records on there. And you can find out a lot of information about their person's service. But who were they as a family member, as a father, as a brother, as a son, as a nephew, as a grandson, as a husband? Who were, or even flipping it around to the female side, because we have lost females in the wars too. So who were they as a daughter, a wife, a mother, an aunt, a niece, your best friend? Who were these people? Tell their stories so that we remember them and we can carry their legacy forward. When we remember the fallen, we remind ourselves that we belong to something bigger than just our own stories. Sacrifice connects generations, and honoring it keeps us rooted in gratitude. And here are some reflection questions for you, and they are in the comments below. Who do I need to remember and honor today? What freedom do I take for granted, and how can I live it more intentionally? How can I ensure I carry forward the values that others died to protect? Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's how we live in the shadow of great sacrifice. And with that, we are out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. If you haven't already, please take a moment to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice on the battlefield, or when they came home from the battlefields and passed away afterwards. Please take a time just to remember them and be thankful for them, their sacrifice, and their life. And with that, we are out of here. Hei konara. I'll see you back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hei konara.